Diko graphic skills with creativity.
Please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified when we post new videos.
Yeah, good day guys. Welcome back to Diko graphic design training. Hope you guys is doing absolutely great. Today, I want to teach you how you can learn a graphic design by yourself. Steps to take. In this video, we are going to learn how to master a graphic design by yourself. I will tell you 7 steps to use to get resources of being a good graphic designer. Whether you are a smartphone graphic designer or you are a PC user, any of the two, what really matter is to understand the concept. You can take as much time in each of these courses, in each of these steps, if you feel comfortable before going to the next, because each depends on how you understood it before moving to the next one. The first step, fundamental of graphic design. Learning fundamental of graphic design is very, very important because this including spacing, color, typography, the placement of elements on the page, and understand why you are placing and positioning all these elements. How are they make a good design to you or bad? For those that happen to be my student, if you have opportunity that they are watching, they could remember vividly that in my course, I discussed 10 most important fundamentals of graphic design for smartphone graphic designer and the PC user. The need to understand the fundamental of graphic design before you go into design is very, very paramount. There are many courses online, YouTube, for example, that addresses fundamental of graphic design, which you need to understand before going into the program. Having understood the fundamental of graphic design, there is second steps that you need to understand, and that is learn the program. Second step, learn the program. And the program I'm talking about is for the PC user. I'm talking about Adobe program, such as Adobe InDesign, Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator. What is their purposes? What is their uses? How are they using them? For instance, Adobe InDesign is specifically used in printing design, layout, exposure, and time packaging are used in Adobe InDesign. What about Adobe Photoshop? Adobe Photoshop is also another versatile program that works with photos. Adobe Illustrator is another program as well that used for logo, the illustration that are primarily vector-based, which means if you scale big or small, it won't lose quality or pixelated. Which we need to understand all these. You have to be sure of which one is best for you. Each of these programs is very, very vital for you as a graphic designer, and you can take your time, study them one by one. There is other one you can even learn from, apart from the one I've mentioned, like Adobe Bridge, Adobe Acrobat. Some people use Infinity as well, and others. But you need to take your time, or take one at a time and understand them. Though the interface can be quite difficult at times, but if you take it step by step, find a good course on it, find a good tutorial, find a good mentor, even some explain the whole program within 20 minutes, and you are going to get all the basics from it. You don't need to know every single button to get started, but you do need to understand the basics so you won't lose when you are going to create a design. So make sure you take the time, so when you are learning it, you are going to apply it, because you can get lost if you don't understand the program. For the smartphone designer, we have several apps like Pixel App, we have Canva, we have Photopea, we have Photo Editor, we have Iblis Paint, we have PixArt. And when you look at all these, they are what majorly used for making a design, used for making an illustration, use to make a flyer, banner, and logo. You need to understand them. You need to know the one that are suitable for you. You need to know why you want them. Step 3. Having understood the fundamental, then you understood the program. Then you need to join groups. Join the groups of designer. Join groups of designer and join the community of designers as well. This is a great resources for you. And other people who had experience, they will be able to help you. And this is an opportunity to ask questions. There's no any too stupid question in those groups. You post your design. When you post your design, they will criticize it, give you some advice, tips, hints on how to go about it. Make sure at this point you join some of these groups. They are 100, even 1,000. Start making connection with them. This is very important to be a good graphic designer. Step 4, practice projects. Start doing some practice. Practice some projects. Now you understood the basics. You understood the program. Then you join the community. You can now go in with a simple project. My favorite places to look for inspiration is Pinterest because they always have some awesome content. You can categorize them, such as logo, flyer, illustrator. You need to dissect how do they create them. Look for tutorial on it. Stay up with a particular design until you master it. Practice it over and over. Choose another one, duplicate exactly what other people have done already. You just learn about design and application of it to a project. This includes the book cover, typography. You can use a lot of time doing this. Even at times you can use a week, you can use a month until you master them. And have a good result until you feel comfortable with the program. An element of design. At times you can ask this question: why do they put this together? Why do they use that color? What is the purpose of this placement there? Why do they use that font, not another one? Why do they make this small, not big? These are the questions that will be supposed to be agitating in your mind that will make you to be a good graphic designer if you are able to find answer to them. At times, the question might sound rhetorical, but if you are able to provide an answer, if you are able to master the element, the fundamental, you are able to understand the principle, there is no way your mind will not be able to find an answer to them. Make sure you are looking at this element all the time in your study, in your design, until you have a really good eye for graphics. Some people does not have a really good eye for graphics, and that is the reason why they can't even run things the way they want. They can't. They can't run things the way they want. It's become a problem for them. Step 5. After you understood the fundamental, you understood the program, you join the Facebook group, then you join the group of community graphic designer, then you make sure that you are practice. Then the 5th step, choose your niche. Yeah, this area, this is where I'm going. There are some people, I want to know this, I want to know that, I want to learn logo, I want to know how to design flyer. They want to learn them at a time. And this is what we call a trial and error. When you place your hand on many alternatives, hoping to strike the best, you can end up not even strike any. Choose your niche. This can be a logo. It could be a flyer. It could be a package design. Maybe during the practice, you have a specific one you want to work on. Then stick to it. Make sure you make one with the company name. Make it simple but significant. Started from the scratch until you are comfortable with it. This is because of yes, nothing. So that you can market your service to exact people that really need it. This might be the best method to get started with a job faster. Yes. When you choose a logo, explore with that logo, stick around it, master it until you are able to be good at it. Then you can move on with another one, not to place your hand on all of them. Step 6. Step 6. Join the community. The community I'm talking about is quite different from graphic designer community, but the community of the Facebook, where your target audience is, find different people, offer them your services at a discount price or even for free. This gonna get you into industry, and we give you a practice and working with a client, and you are going to learn how to build your portfolio as well. At this stage, you might not have your website yet, but you can still be sharing your work in pieces like PDF format. This first client that you are going to have, you have to treat them like a guide because they are going to be the one to tell other people about your services. We do have some clients at the beginning that we deliver an incredible design to them, and we treat them like a guide. We treat them like a guide. They will still stay with us. They give us a lot of testimony. Yes, and this testimony, we can still put it on our website. This first client, they are exactly like an ambassador to us. Yes, we need to teach. You know how it is this? When you started working on someone being selling something or being into something, and someone was the first person who came to you ordering your services. You see how you feel? The mindset. Yeah, the mindset that we have would be awesome. Because at times, first impression lasts longer. You create an everlasting memory. They can connect, they can build, even link you up with other clients. The last step, the seventh step, building your website. Yes, building your website will be the last step here. And this is where we give you some hints right now. You need to understand how to communicate to your target audience when you are building a website. The top image that pop up needs to captivate your audience within first 3 seconds. Otherwise, it will be a bad experience. You're gonna show some design, content you create, and give them a few words that captivate or capture their intention. Something that will communicate to your target audience. Let's say your target audience is e-commerce. Yes, e-commerce. You can tell them you are building sales with your design or something in that nature. You get them hot. Yes, you get them hot. Then you show them a really good example of a design you have done in this area. That will make them to scroll down to understand who you are. Then confirm, which means they contact you for your services. You don't want to know or show everything you have done. You want to show some specific pieces. Like 5 pieces is okay. It's good. It's good. Yes, because that will give them the diversity. Remember, they will always keep in their memory the worst picture about you. You need to. At this juncture, you just need to showcase a great work you wanted to be working on, because people will see that as the right, and they will want to work with you. And only way to get graphic to your website is through Facebook community. Tell them to check your website up. You want to be solving their problem. That is how you market your services. A lot of people are ready to buy your services. They are ready for solution. And that is where you are coming in. So if you know why they need your services, you can tell them you have the solution. Make sure you are communicating everything you do in your Facebook group, in your Facebook page, on your website. This is the 7th step you can do on your own without having to go to the school or get a degree. You can start taking the step, taking an action right now. Make sure so that you can really become a good graphic designer you want to be. And really make some money, meet a client, make some businesses for yourself. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end. Hope to see you next time. Make sure you do subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you can be notified whenever I update my channel with amazing video like this. And share with your friends, your loved one, so that others can also fulfill their dream as a graphic designer. I will see you in the next time. Thanks.